path to consistent calmness and positivity. Self-discipline is often misunderstood as a rigid or restrictive practice, but in reality, it's one of the most empowering tools for cultivating calmness and positivity in life. At its core, self-discipline is the ability to make intentional choices that align with your long-term goals and values, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient in the moment. It's about creating structure and habits that allow you to thrive, regardless of external circumstances. To understand the transformative power of self-discipline, imagine your mind as a garden. Without care and attention, weeds, negative thoughts, distractions, and bad habits can overrun it, making it difficult to see the beauty within. Self-discipline is the act of tending to that garden, pulling out the weeds, planting seeds of positivity, and consistently nurturing them until they flourish. This intentional effort creates an environment where calmness and positivity can grow naturally. One of the first steps to developing self-discipline is defining your priorities. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Is it your health, your relationships, personal growth? Once you've identified your core values, use them as a compass to guide your decisions. Every time you choose to act in alignment with your priorities, you strengthen your discipline and reinforce your sense of purpose. Start small. Many people struggle with self-discipline because they set unrealistic goals that feel overwhelming. Instead, focus on creating micro-habits, tiny, manageable actions that move you closer to your goals. For example, if you want to develop a mindfulness practice, start by meditating for just 1 minute a day. These small wins build momentum and create a foundation for larger changes over time. A powerful tool for cultivating self-discipline is the 2-minute rule. If a task feels daunting, break it down into something you can do in 2 minutes or less. For instance, instead of committing to a full workout, start by putting on your exercise clothes and doing one stretch. Often, taking that first small step makes it easier to keep going. Over time, these small efforts add up to significant progress. Another important aspect of self-discipline is creating routines. Routines provide structure and reduce decision fatigue, making it easier to stay consistent. Start with a morning or evening routine that aligns with your goals. For example, your morning routine might include 10 minutes of journaling, a quick walk, and setting intentions for the day. These rituals anchor your day in calmness and positivity, giving you a sense of control and clarity. Self-discipline also involves managing distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get pulled in multiple directions by notifications, social media, or endless to-do lists. To stay focused, practice time blocking. Allocate specific periods for work, rest, and personal activities, and stick to these boundaries. Use tools like timers or apps to minimize interruptions and keep you on track. One of the biggest challenges to self-discipline is overcoming procrastination. When you find yourself avoiding a task, ask yourself, why am I resisting this? Often, procrastination stems from fear of failure, imperfection, or discomfort. Address these fears by reframing your mindset. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Remind yourself that taking action, even imperfectly, is better than staying stuck. Building self-discipline also requires cultivating resilience. There will be days when you falter, and that's okay. The key is to view setbacks as part of the process rather than as failures. If you miss a day of meditation, skip a workout, or give in to a distraction, don't let it derail your progress. Reflect on what went wrong, adjust your approach, and get back on track. Resilience turns self-discipline into a sustainable practice. Accountability can further strengthen your self-discipline. Share your goals with a trusted friend, join a community of like-minded individuals, or track your progress in a journal or app. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments can motivate you to stay consistent, while tracking your efforts provides tangible evidence of your growth. An often overlooked aspect of self-discipline is the importance of self-care. Discipline doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of burnout. It means balancing effort with rest. Make time for activities that recharge your mind and body, such as spending time in nature, enjoying hobbies, or practicing relaxation techniques. Self-discipline thrives when you feel energized and motivated, so prioritize your well-being. Visualization can also play a role in strengthening self-discipline. Each day, take a moment to picture yourself making choices that align with your goals. Imagine the satisfaction and pride you'll feel as you follow through on your commitments. This mental rehearsal reinforces positive behaviors and makes it easier to act on them in real life. Self-discipline is about building trust with yourself. Every time you honor your commitments, you prove to yourself that you're capable of following through. This self-trust creates a sense of calmness and confidence, allowing you to face challenges with a positive and resilient mindset. Over time, self-discipline becomes less about effort and more about habit. The intentional choices you make today shape your future, creating a life rooted in calmness, positivity, and purpose. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently, even when it's hard. With self-discipline, you take control of your life, empowering yourself to create the outcomes you desire and embrace the journey along the way. Chapter 15. Embracing Change, the Path to Growth, Calmness, and Positivity. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet it often feels unsettling and unpredictable. Whether it's a new job, the end of a relationship, moving to a new city, or the natural transitions of aging, change challenges us to adapt and grow. While it's natural to resist change, learning to embrace it is key to cultivating calmness and positivity. When you see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity, it becomes a powerful force for transformation and resilience. To start embracing change, acknowledge that resistance is a normal reaction. The human brain is wired to seek comfort and stability, which is why change often triggers fear or anxiety. However, resisting change only creates tension and stress. Instead, practice acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like or agree with the change. It means acknowledging its reality without fighting against it. Say to yourself, "This is happening, and I can find a way to navigate it." One effective way to shift your mindset is by reframing how you view change. Instead of seeing it as a loss or disruption, consider it a chance to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what opportunities does this change bring? How can I use this situation to become stronger or wiser? For example, a career change might feel daunting, but it could also be a chance to explore a field you're passionate about. A relationship ending might feel painful, but it could open the door to self-discovery and personal growth. Reflecting on past experiences can also help you embrace change. Think about a time when you faced a major transition. Initially, it may have felt overwhelming or difficult, but what happened over time? What lessons did you learn? What new opportunities or connections came from it? Revisiting these moments reminds you of your ability to adapt and thrive, even in the face of uncertainty. Visualization is another powerful tool for embracing change. Close your eyes and imagine yourself navigating the change successfully. Picture yourself feeling confident, calm, and positive as you adapt to your new circumstances. This mental rehearsal helps reduce fear and builds a sense of empowerment, making it easier to approach the situation with an open mind. To handle the emotional ups and downs that often accompany change, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded in the present moment, rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. When feelings of overwhelm arise, take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensations around you, the feel of your feet on the ground, the sound of birds, or the rhythm of your breath. This practice calms your mind and allows you to respond to change with greater clarity. Change often requires letting go of the old to make space for the new. This process can be bittersweet, as it involves releasing habits, relationships, or roles that once defined you. To make this transition easier, practice gratitude for what was. Reflect on the positive aspects of what you're leaving behind and express gratitude for the role they played in your life. For example, if you're moving to a new city, take a moment to appreciate the memories and lessons from your current home. Gratitude helps you honor the past while embracing the future. Another way to embrace change is by focusing on what you can control. Change often brings uncertainty, and it's